The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now it's Flacco. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Allen. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1.
19, Tiger.
Flacco. Underneath to Allen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They run over center with Collins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Flacco looks to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Carr going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw his Carr. Got a man here. It's Roberts. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before taking this deep into enemy territory down to the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And, look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is caught. It's Crabtree. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Look at this Baltimore defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now Carr. Open man downfield is Roberts. Down to the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go!
Now Flacco. Gates with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Set. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready?
Now Flacco. He's got his man, Gates. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Warriors 70.
To pass, Flacco. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Passing play, Flacco. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On play action, now Carr. It's caught by Crabtree. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Carr and Crabtree hooking up for a big one there. 42 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Pitch and catch here to Cook. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Max Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
19 Lions. Here we go.
Flacco. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Flacco will take to the air again. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. They'll try again with Collins. And this time he is in. Yes. Royce Freeman, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Now the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run again with Lynch. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. Carr going to go on 4th down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. He may go. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think...
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are back within a couple of the lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running out of the gun, Collins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's Flacco. He's able to find Wallace. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second down and 6 now.
Let's go now.
In motion comes the tight end left. Flacco. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Here's Flacco. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him, because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Flacco looks to throw. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw his Carr. Pitch and catch here to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That is caught. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third.
35-35.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go, set.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That is incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Carr to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Carr. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, this is going to depend on his spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Carr. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Blaine Gabbert, 30 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
To pass, Flacco. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Flacco. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go!
Passing play, Flacco. Right side catch, this is Gates. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Richard, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Carr. He's got the connection to Cooper. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Richard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Here's Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Running for it. Here's Lynch. Taking it right down Broadway. Still going inside the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
The extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Street. Check smash. Ready.
Now Flacco. He's got his man, Gates. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Flacco. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here comes 2nd down. Setting to throw, Flacco. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
18 rapid, 18 rapid.
Flacco to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Raiders, they did what they needed to do. They split their first two road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.